Hi everybody, and welcome to Now You Know News. I am here today to do my story of surviving vlogs and fiction and smooth dancing Nick. If you guys don't know, vlogs and fiction's fiance name is Nick, and I am here to tell my story about surviving Nick and vlogs. Vlogs recently felt the need to go on panels. She went on official D Spot's panel, and she also went on Unspoken Purpose panel. And she also recently posted 2 videos on her channel, which she has recently privated. Because she and other people have felt the need to lie on me and defame my character, you guys always know that I'm going to defend myself, and I'm all about truth. My message to you in this video today, vlogs, is that you are a liar and you are a trout mouth trick, and the truth is not in you. You can't tell the truth to save your life. You start everything off with a lie. My advice to you is for you to get yourself together, because the things you plot and plan for others, those seeds grow. The seeds you plant, the seeds you sow, those seeds will grow. Vlogs knows, and smooth dancing Nick knows without a shadow of a doubt that I've never ever done anything to her. I have never asked her, period, for anything. Never asked vlogs and fiction for anything. One single dime. Nothing. Let me see. I'm gonna see where I'm gonna start. Vlogs and fiction came into my life. Vlogs, I guess they want me to say B. Vlogs. That's how I say my B. You want me to say blogs? I'm not gonna do that. Why? Why should I say your name right when everything you say that comes out of your mouth about me is a lie? Like, you want me to spell it out? Blogs. B-L-O-G-S. And fiction. Blogs. Blah, blah, blah. Ooh, child. Okay, you guys. I didn't know vlogs and fiction. She came into my life with smooth dancing Nick. The night that Unspoken Purposes, gonna say her name incorrectly too, because that's what I choose to do. The night that she decided to come on YouTube and lie when I decided to leave her movement. She lied and she cried that night. Vlogs called me, and vlogs had, I can't remember and see, you guys, because I don't like to lie. I don't like to lie. If I can't remember how something happened exactly, I will tell you. Vlogs contacted me. I can't remember if she had Positive Mukbanger on the phone with her already, or did we contact Positive Mukbanger? I believe she had Positive Mukbanger on the phone with her already. I am not sure though, but Positive Mukbanger was on the phone. So vlogs, myself, and Positive Mukbanger was on the phone, and vlogs proceeded to tell me that she was upset about what Unspoken did to me. And she proceeded to tell me that Nick and herself knew who she was. Because up until the night that Unspoken Purpose did what she did to me, I had no idea who Unspoken Purpose was. I had never tried to find out who she was because I didn't have a reason to know who Unspoken was. She seemed like a nice lady, and although her story, just like vlogs, it was always something about what she said and never was able to produce any receipts. So I didn't believe anything that vlogs said, and she always had a lot to say. So on the night that Unspoken Purpose came on the YouTube platform and lied about the reason that I left her movement, she, vlogs, contacted me and let me know that her and Nick knew who she was. And vlogs always let me know that she and Nick were the ones who were digging into stuff. She always let everybody know that, and when I say everybody, everybody that was privy to the conversations, she always let everybody know that she and Nick were the ones who were doing the hacking. So she contacted me on that night, and she sent me some photos of Unspoken Purpose. I never had any idea who Unspoken Purpose was. And her and Nick did that. They were telling me all kind of information about Unspoken Purpose, which I did not want to hear. I was kind of sort of thrilled with the information because of what Unspoken had just did to me, but at the same time I didn't go looking for Unspoken Purpose information. So that night I remember specifically that Positive Mukbanger did not approve of the information that Nick and Vlogs was giving me. And Positive Mukbanger, as far as I know, she has a background in law and wanted to be a lawyer. And Positive Mukbanger let Vlogs and Nick both know that they should not be doing what they were doing. And so I'm saying this, and the reason why I'm mentioning Positive Mukbanger is because Vlogs tried to insinuate, because I didn't want any information from her, because I didn't want her to continue to dig and look into stuff, that I must be guilty. But on the very first interaction that I had with her, providing information to me, Positive Mukbanger let her know that what she was doing was dangerous, what she was doing was illegal, and that she should not be doing it. So the only reason why I'm mentioning Positive Mukbanger's name, because she was a witness to Vlogs and Fiction contacting me with information about Unspoken Purpose. So my suspicion about Vlogs and Fiction, that they were up to no good, was very early on, because the way she got so excited about digging into information, the way that she claimed that she suffered from, and she has told you guys this on many panels, the way that she claims she suffers from different things I myself cannot understand someone inserting themselves into someone else's business if they're always crying, always upset, always running to the doctor and the hospital at the drop of a hat. It's important for me to get this story out and to tell the truth, because the story that Vlogs and Fiction and Smooth Dancing Nick is painting is a very disturbing story, and it's very dangerous. If someone comes into your life and they let you know that they suffer from panic attacks, and they let you know that anytime anything happens, they are always running to the hospital. And this is the situation and the case with Vlogs and Fiction. She was always calling me every day and saying that the night before she had to go to the hospital. She has a lot of situations in her family that she shared with me, and every day it was something going on in her family, and she would say she had to go to the hospital the night before so they could calm her down. And so from my standpoint, I'm a strong individual. I am not weak by any means. I have my moments when I cry. I have my moments when I get emotional. But for the most part, they do not rule and control my life. So in getting to know Vlogs and Fiction, she was a very emotional person. She was very hypersensitive, and according to her, because I don't know her, according to her and her story, she always was at the hospital. So when Vlogs would come to me with information, I asked her on several occasions to not feel the need to research things, to look into things on my behalf. I always told Vlogs and Fiction that God had me and that God is going to help me fight this battle. I always told her that she should not insert herself in this situation, that she should not be doing the things that she was doing behind the scenes, because for her health and the things that she was telling me, I didn't want her to get sick behind this. I didn't want her to be stressed out behind this. I didn't want her to have a nervous breakdown behind this. And she was constantly calling me every day, telling me that she had to go to the hospital. And when I asked her to stop involving herself in this situation, and she kept doing it, I knew something was up. I knew something was wrong. I also knew the night that she and Nick provided me with a photo of who Unspoken Purpose was, and then the next day Unspoken Purpose accused me of hacking her account, I knew then that they had to be working together, even though I already had my suspicions. Everything that Blogs, and Fiction and Unspoken did on a daily basis to me solidified that they were working together. I never indicated to Blogs and Fiction that I was on to her, but I did let other people know that she was working for Unspoken. I specifically would say that this girl is a liar. She makes up different stories every day. She acts like she just went to the doctor, but she'll turn right back around and call you with information. And it got to the point for me that she was acting like she was going to the hospital back and forth, that I felt like I had to put my foot down and not allow her to contact me with any more information. So I told Vlogs one day, I told her, I don't want you to continue to contact me with information. You are a grown woman. I cannot tell you what to do. If this is something that you feel you need to do, I can't make you stop doing it, but I don't want any more information from you. And she was like, why, Tasty? But why? And I was like, Vlogs, I trust God. I believe in God. God is going to fight my battles. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I cannot make something happen on my behalf. I have to trust God and allow Him to do what it is He is going to do. So, one thing with Vlogs, to me, in my opinion, she's very messy. Me, in my opinion, Nick is messy right along with her. Me, in my opinion, she controls Nick. Me, in my opinion, she solicits Nick to do things. And when she's saying she's lying about everything. She never told me that a lawyer or a private investigator looked into things. She always told me that it was her and Nick hacking into people's account. To start at the beginning, the first situation that she hacked or told me that she hacked into was Unspoken Purpose's information. She also supposedly told me that she hacked into Unspoken Purpose Instagram account. And when Unspoken Purpose came on here howling and screaming and saying that Tasty is doxing me, Tasty is doxing me, Tasty is doxing me behind the scenes, that was very convenient because Vlogs contacted me with a picture of her, and it was just too convenient for me. And for me, I said to myself, and I told this to other people, if Unspoken Purpose, and we all knew that Unspoken Purpose was lying, and the people that was on the phone with me when Unspoken Purpose provided me with that information knew that Unspoken Purpose was lying. So when Vlogs provided me with that information, so I always knew that Vlogs and Fiction and Unspoken Purpose was working together, because for Unspoken Purpose to say that I doxed her and that I went to her Facebook page and that I shared her information behind the scenes with people, I knew that was a lie, and everybody else knew that was a lie, because it was Vlogs, Fiction, and Nick that contacted me with Unspoken Purpose information. It was Vlogs and Nick that went to Unspoken Purpose Facebook page and DM'd me photos of her. So I still have the DMs that Nick sent me the night that Unspoken Purpose came and lied and said that I was doxing her. So I always said, well, if Unspoken Purpose knows who shared her information, and I go back to my videos, I always said that, and you guys should remember me saying this, I always said that Unspoken Purpose was lying. I always said that if she knew the truth and was capable of figuring out who shared her information, she would be saying that it was Vlogs and Nick instead of Tasty. So by her not saying it was Vlogs and Nick who was the people who initially shared her information, I knew that they were working together because she was not mentioning their name. So even though I knew that they were working together, I still, for such a time as this, let Vlogs and Nick, and also Too Strong for Most, do what it was that they were going to do. I continue to listen to her lies. I continue to listen to her stories. I continue to listen to her theories. In my opinion, even Vlogs contacting me and putting me in contact with the other Maria Navis, I feel like that was a plot and a plan to get information out of me concerning what happened that Unspoken could not get out of me, because I did not tell her everything. So when I spoke to Maria Navis with the little girl named Zoe, I did tell her everything from the beginning. And I had no fear in telling her that, because this was my story, this was my situation. And if for some reason or another the other Maria Navis was impersonating her and was doing something criminalistic, I wanted to be able to provide her with the necessary resources to where this situation began. So I did send her DMs that Maria sent to me, and I started the story off at the beginning. I have never had anything to hide about this situation. This situation has been an open book for me. I have never lied about anything regarding this situation. I do not know Maria Navis personally. I never sent Maria Navis to the other content creators' channel. I never set anything up. I never condoned the fundraiser. I, in fact, told people not to give. I never received any money from the money that was raised by that content creator. I have never been in cahoots with the other content creator. In me getting peace for my situation, in me moving on my platform to continue to make content and to continue to not go back and forth with the content creator, because I know that my God above, up in heaven, who has a heaven or a hell to put me in, I know that he knows everything. So once Bloveslife and I squashed our situation and squashed our beef, because the other content creator pretty much piggybacked off of the Bloveslife and I situation and was going to bat for the Bloveslife and I situation, because she piggybacked off of that story, I no longer had a reason in my mind to respond to her, because Bloveslife and I, the initial issue was with Bloveslife and I no longer have an issue with Bloveslife. I'm no longer making videos about Bloveslife. In fact, the day that the day that Bloveslife and I squashed our beef and we both went public about it, the other content creator wished us well, and she said she no longer had any more issues. So for me, because I'm a very, very, very forgiving person, for me, I didn't feel I was ever going to know the truth about what happened. I didn't feel that people were going to tell on themselves. I didn't feel that people were going to tell on anybody else. So I felt like I would never know the truth. And because I would never know the truth, it wasn't worth it to me to continue to go back and forth with people about a situation that Bloveslife and I resolved. So to me, I had the power for my peace of mind, for my life, to forgive the Maria Navis, aka Chela, and to forgive the other content creator. I had the power to forgive them, and I do forgive them. Everyone says Maria Navis continuously, Chela continuously to pop up at a convenient time to suit me. I totally disagree with that. When Chela pops up, it's not to benefit me. To me, it's to benefit herself. But just like I allowed Vlogs and Fiction and Smooth Dancing Nick to do what it was that they were going to do, even though I seen through them, who am I not to allow Chela to contact me? She goes away. I have no more contact with her after that. Her numbers go dead. Her DMs go dead. She goes silent. Then she comes back again. If I had not allowed Chela to come back, Marie to come back each and every time she tried to, she would have never shown her face. So somebody needs to give me credit for being a patient person. Somebody needs to give me credit for, even though I see through people, I allow them to continue to dig a hole for themselves. Because the thing for me is that no matter what these people choose to do, I know without a shadow of a doubt I have nothing to do with it, and I'm not involved. So no matter what they do, it's not going to hurt me. It's going to help me. So I allow each and every person. I allow Vlogs and Fiction to continue to come around me, to continue to tell me lies every day. I allowed her to continue to dig a grave for herself. I allowed Too Strong for Most to do what she did. I allowed Marie to do what she did. And I allowed the other content creator to do whatever it was they were going to do, because it had nothing to do with me. So for people to say Tasty must have had something to do with it just because I keep letting Marie come back, I will let Marie come back today. If she wants to contact me, I'm going to let her continue to contact me. I'm never going to close anyone off. Do I have to believe them when they say what it is they're saying? No. Will I record their conversation for my evidence and my proof? Yes, I will. I did that to Marie each and every time Marie called me after the first lie that she told. I recorded each and every conversation, and I have nothing to hide. Those conversations are for my proof and for my evidence. So that's that. So for Vlogs and Fiction to contact me, and everything that Vlogs and Fiction is saying is a lie. First of all, Vlogs and Fiction was very calculated, and that also let me be suspicious of her, because you guys know that I go live all the time. And I talk to Vlogs and Fiction on the phone every day, several times a day. She would conveniently always call me when she knew I wasn't going to be home to tell me stuff so I wouldn't record her conversations. So Vlog contacted me one day. I guess I said in a video or a live or something, I'm going to go to Popeyes and get me something to eat. So conveniently, Vlog calls me. And I do have witnesses to this conversation. And that's one thing that gets me about vlogs and blogs and fiction and other people who have come out with their lies. They know that I had witnesses to the conversations. They know that there were other people that witnessed the things that they said. And for them to actually come on YouTube and lie about those things, knowing that there were witnesses to those conversations, shows me that these people, first of all, when they say I got a lawyer, second of all, when they say I have a private investigator, they're lying. Because how can you have a lawyer and you're lying? How can you take me to court for doing something to you when you're actually the perpetrator? Like, if you choose to take me to court, which I wish you would, if you choose to take me to court, there are going to be people that will be able to swear under oath. There will be people that will be subpoenaed that might not want to testify, but they will be subpoenaed. In my defense, because everything you did was in front of witnesses. So Vlogs contacted me. I was in a live. I remember this day specifically. I was in a live. I was in the drive-through line at Popeyes Chicken. And Vlogs called me and she was like, guess what, Tasty? I got some more information. And I'm like, what, Vlogs? And she was like, her and Nick hacked into Tosh Time's bank account. Her bank account, her PayPal account. And they've also been digging, and she was saying that Chela was in California and also had some ties in New York. Before this, I had never said where Chela was from, but in talking to her, I slipped. But before then, she told me that Tosh Time sent money to someone's, and she told me she sent $400 now. And see, this is the thing in blogs. I'm going to continue to say vlogs because it sounds better. She continued to lie even in her telling the truth recently. And she knows that there are witnesses that she contacted me and said that Vlog sent $400 to someone in Texas, and that she sent $800 to someone else separately. And she was like, who could she have sent the money to, Tasty? And I was like, I don't know. All I know is she didn't send no money to me. And we started playing around with the theory of Tosh saying that she sent money to Maria. Maria, on every conversation that she has talked to me that I have recorded, has maintained that she has never ever received any money from Tosh Time. Maria states that there is another person who was the in-between person between her and Tosh Time, who she gave access to her Cash App, and that person took $500 out of her Cash App And also the person, according to Maria, aka Chela, that the person also took money out of her bank account because the Cash App was tied to her bank account. The last time I spoke to Marie, aka Chela, she stated that she has documentation from her bank that someone took money out of her bank account from her Cash App, and that the bank did an investigation and they refunded her money. That's her story, and she claims that she has proof and evidence that the person stole money out of her bank account through her Cash App. That's her story. So when Vlogs said that money was sent to Texas, I'm going on the basis that Chela said she never received any money. Do I believe her? I can't believe her or not believe her. I don't have any evidence or proof. These are people's stories. I don't have evidence or proof either way to prove it. I'm an actual and factual type of person. I'm not going to form an opinion. I can have an opinion about something, but it's still not facts without the facts. So without me having evidence that Chela did not receive any money, I can't say whether or not she did or not. So Vlogs was saying that $400 went to someone in Texas. I asked Vlogs specifically. Vlogs is a liar and the truth ain't in her. I asked her specifically. I said, did you see where the money went? What city did you see who it went to? She said, no, I can't see who it went to. All I could see is the amount of $400 going to somebody and then $800 going to someone else. So Vlogs is saying she and Nick did not hack into people's accounts. First of all, you do not see specific amounts in various accounts. She stated that she's seen the amount, the total amount, and transactions that were given to Tosh Time on the day that people were making donations. She says she's seen those individual transactions, which meant that she could come up with the total amount that Tosh Time was donated. She stated that Tosh Time was donated $2,000 and something through Cash App, and she was also donated money through PayPal. So she said that she also had access to her PayPal information, and she said that she also had information regarding her regular bank account. And that's how she was saying that Tosh knew the person that was the in-between person for Chela, because she's saying that she sent that person the $800 and she only sent Chela $400. So that's when she began to ask me, did Tosh Time know anyone in Texas? And I said, I don't know. But if you listen to Tosh Time's videos when we were beefing, Tosh Time said she knew people in Texas, that she had a reason to come to Texas outside of the what do they call it, the meet and greet. So I don't have issue with Tosh Time, and I don't have issue with Chela, because as I stated before, the only issue that I had with those people was what they were doing to me. In regards to the fundraiser, I gave people warnings. They did not take heed. Anything that happened after that, it's not on me. Ownership for what was done in regards to that fundraiser cannot be placed on me. Period. Point blank. End of story. I made nobody do a fundraiser. I didn't collect any money from the fundraiser. No money was given to me, sent to me, cash app me, mailed me, or anything. So for Vlogs to Vlog said that the reason why she is coming out with all of this information is because I said that I was going to expose all of those bitches. That is a true statement. Vlogs and everybody else wants me. Vlogs wants me to keep silent about her part that she played in all of this. But she wants to jump on people's panels and speak on me. And Vlogs, like I said, I blocked Vlogs from my phone. Vlogs say she wanted to leave me alone and I wouldn't let her. I let Vlogs leave me alone and I blocked her. And I no longer made contact with her. You guys know that people were still hacking into my YouTube account and you were witnesses of that. Go back to that night when my account was hacked and I started ranting. I was talking to Vlogs and Nick, but I wasn't saying their names. And I called them some dirty little hackers and some dirty little rats. And I told them to go away and to leave me alone. You guys were witnesses to that, and you should remember that. I told them to go away and to leave me alone. I was speaking to Vlogs and Nick because they are hackers, according to information that she has told me about herself and Nick. I asked them to go away and to leave me alone, and they were hacking my YouTube account. That is my belief. And I do know that Nick and Vlogs, according to information that she's told me, that they are capable of hacking into people's YouTube account. Vlog said in her story on part 1 that she was going to tell you guys about YouTube or Viacom contacting or Google contacting somebody. So Vlogs in her story is saying that her and Nick are not hackers. But from the story that Vlogs just told and everything that she told about her story in part 1 and part 2 lets you know that Vlog and Nick are hackers. Vlogs called me one day and she said, okay, so after I went on my rant when those people were hacking into my account that day when I was cooking on Vanessa My Life My Journey, and I said, hackers, stop hacking my account. I said it on Vanessa My Life My Journey, but then when I got through cooking and I went live to eat on Tasty Mukbang Eats, I said it again on there. Not long after that, mind you, Vlogs is blocked from my phone. She cannot call me. She is blocked on Instagram. She cannot contact me. So Vlogs called me on Nick's phone and she kept calling me repeatedly and I would not answer the phone. I actually have a voice message from Vlogs. Let me see if I could find it and I'm going to insert it here. Just a moment.
Press 9 for more options.
Okay, you guys, I'm going to replay this message. This is from Vlogs.
Stacey, I'm not going to call you back anymore. I wanted to solve things like 2 grown adults, but apparently that's not something you're open for, even though you say that. I just want you to know that you have the wrong idea. I got your message that you DM'd me earlier, and I did not appreciate it. You don't know what people deal with when they watch you, when they listen to. That's one thing that I tell YouTubers. You don't know what people deal with when they watch and listen to you. And that's in general. You know, you guys are sometimes people's outlet. You don't know if they're dealing with anxiety, if they're in the hospital, if they're dealing with panic. For you to say that I don't deal with panic and anxiety attacks, okay, Tasty, you don't know what I deal with. You don't. You don't know the struggle that I go through, and throughout the week, throughout the day. So what I just want you to know is, at the end of the day, I love you. God loves you. I hope you run into genuine people, because you seem to run genuine people away. I'm not ever going to call you again. I just wanted to leave you this message and let you know that I hope that God places genuine people in your life that you can accept and that you can love, and you'll know that they are good for you, because you're not good at accepting it. And that's all I have to say. Bye.
She's still talking. She's still on there, y'all.
No, I don't know how is your phone working?
Okay, so that's the end of that, you guys. That is my proof that I had vlogs blocked on my phone. I had her blocked on I had Nick blocked on my phone. She called me so many times, you guys. I was on the phone actually recording a conversation that someone had called me, and they wanted me to record their conversation. I was recording a person's conversation, I believe, because I think that's the person that I was talking to, and she kept calling me over and over and over and over again, and the call kept getting beeped in. And she called me so many times, I put the person on hold, and I said, somebody's calling me. And I told Vlogs, I said, I'm on the phone. Stop calling me, you hacker. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. And I hung up on her, and she would call me back. She kept calling me back over and over and over again. I blocked the number she called me from. Then she started calling me from another number, a private number. And then she left this message. So you guys, I was responding when I sent Vlogs DMs. I was responding to her harassing me and not leaving me alone. And I did tell her that she's a hacker. And I did tell her she can't suffer from anxiety, because my reason behind telling her she cannot suffer from anxiety is because I have told Vlogs repeatedly over and over again, due to the fact of her telling me that she suffers from anxiety, due to the fact that her telling me she goes to the hospital almost every day. I have told her and asked her for her health reasons, as somebody trying to be a friend to her, to leave this situation alone. Hold on, y'all. My phone is the battery dying. Let me go put it on charger. Okay, you guys, I'm back. If you care about somebody, even if you think that they are up to something no good, because I'm the type of person, I could believe something about you, but I'm not going to treat you different until I actually find out that what I believe is true. So if you think that, if you love somebody and you care about somebody and you only want the good for someone, and in Vlog's situation, she has so much going on in her life, from things that or going on with her family members. Any and everything, according to her, tips her over the edge. She has a panic attack and she has to go to the hospital, according to her. So if, according to her, she has all these things going on in her life, and she's constantly calling you every day, being messy, she's constantly calling you every day, stating that she's digging into stuff, she's looking into stuff, why would you, if you was that person's friend, knowing that they are going to the hospital every day, want them to continue to look into stuff on your behalf when you, in fact, have turned it over to God? So when she would call me in these rages, I would tell her that you need to stop. I would tell her, you need to stop. You need to stop worrying. You need to stop trying to take things into your own hands. You need to stop digging. Maybe this information is not for you to know because you can't handle it. And I suggested to her that she back up, that she stop digging, not for me, because like I said before, the FBI can come in and dig on this situation and they will not find anything that I had to do with this situation. The FBI, the CIA, the President of the United States, God himself can come down from heaven and look into this situation and he will not find at all, without a shadow of a doubt, that Tasty Mukbang Eats had anything to do with this situation. So why would I fear Vlogs contacting me with information? I'm the one that went through this situation. I'm the one that know how everything happened. I'm the one that knows everything that happened. So why would I worry when someone calls me with information and say that somebody sent money to Houston? Why would that bother me? First of all, Vlogs never stated to me that money was sent to Houston. She said money was sent to Texas. Now she's saying it was sent to Houston. It doesn't matter if Vlogs says that the money was sent to my bank account without proof and evidence of that. It's just a lie, like everything else. And one thing about Vlogs and fiction and all these other people, they have you guys believing everything they say with no proof and no evidence, just on their words. Who are they? We don't know them. Who are they? Where did they come from that we, because they throw money out, because they pay for friendships, because they buy love, who are they that we should believe every single thing that they say with no proof and no evidence? And anything that I have ever said, I have been able to prove. And when Vlogs and Fiction contacted me and told me that Too Strong for Most contacted her sister, and I said, can you give me a screenshot? And she said, no, I don't do receipts. When Vlogs said I don't do receipts, I already had 101 suspicions of her. But when she said that, it confirmed it. Because anytime I spoke on something, I shared receipts. When Marie called me and I recorded that conversation the first time, I let people listen to it. I let Vlogs and Fiction listen to the initial conversation with Chela. When Vlogs and Fiction says that she did not know where Chela Marie lived at, her whole story is based on information that she heard in a recording. Because in the initial conversation, Chela said where she lived at. So Vlogs knew. She knows. I let Vlogs listen to that conversation with Chela. I let all of my mods listen to that conversation. I let people that tried to come out and attack me and bring a situation against me and Truth Hurts. When I spoke to Truth Hurts the first time, I let Truth Hurts listen to the Chela Marie story. So I have nothing to hide regarding this situation, and it doesn't matter to me who says what, because without them showing proof, they're lying. Without them showing proof and trying to point the finger at me, they are defaming my character. Without, Vlog said Tasty set the whole thing up. For Vlogs to say Tasty set the whole thing up, she is lying, and it's defamation of character, because it doesn't matter. And another reason why she's lying about a private investigator, because you don't make an actual and a factual statement without presenting actual and factual proof. She's saying she can't prove where the money went, but she's saying without a shadow of a doubt Tasty had something to do with it. So you're incriminating yourself by saying that I had something to do with it. You're incriminating yourself into having knowledge of something, but you're more importantly incriminating yourself in a lie. Because there is no amount of evidence, Vlogs. There is no amount of evidence that you and anyone else could come up with that can prove that I had something to do with anything. There is no amount of evidence that you could come up with that someone sent money to me. Period. Vlogs knew of what Bloveslife had sent me, and my mods knew. For these people to, surviving Vlogs and surviving Nick, these people, Vlogs and Nick both, supposedly have so many different health issues according to them. But I came to find out or realize that I actually don't believe anything that they say, and that's my personal preference. Just like she's implicating me in things, I have a right to believe what I want to believe, especially when you're doing things that to me raise a red flag on whether or not you're telling the truth. Like I said, this woman constantly says that she has issues, but she constantly inserts herself in situations that do not look like a person who has these issues should be doing. Who has issues like this but steady digging into stuff and then turning around and crying 5 minutes later? If you can't handle the heat, get out the kitchen. So me telling her to get out the kitchen had nothing to do with me fearing what she could dig up and discover. It's nothing that she could dig up and discover about me, period. Why am I going to be scared about, like, you're coming out now with these lies? That doesn't scare me. You're helping me. You're helping my situation. You're helping my case. You're building a case against yourself because you're coming out on national TV. You were on people's platforms lying on me. You made videos lying on me, and you want to tell me to go sit down and shut up and don't respond to it? Girl, Who do you think you are? Like if YouTube or Google would listen to any evidence that you have to prove without hearing from me, they will be in a world of trouble. If you in fact have the sicknesses that you say you have, you use them to harm people with them. Because I haven't done anything to you. I have you on recording. The day that you went on Unspoken's panel, you and I spoke. The reason why I was calling you was because we had just got through speaking. I wasn't calling you to threaten you. I was calling to talk a friend off of the ledge who had just got off the phone with me telling me something that they were about to do. I have that on recording. And so I was calling you to help you, not to threaten you. And now you're trying to say that because I called you, you had a panic attack for 4 days. But I have you on recording prior to you going on Unspoken's channel. I have you on recording saying that you have been dealing with situations and panic attacks due to things that you are dealing with your family. I have you on recording stating that you just found out about a relative that is deceased, and they've been deceased for a whole year and you didn't know it, and that you've been dealing with that. I have you on recording saying all of those things, and I have nothing, absolutely positively 100%, nothing to do with your illness. I haven't affected you in any way with your illness. But if you want to use that card, go right ahead. Go right ahead. Because the things that you said that Too Strong for Most did to you by contacting your sister, now you're trying to make people think you backed away from me for one reason or another, when you stated to me, and I have that also on recording, the reason why you backed away from me was because Too Strong for Most shared your information about your sister, and she mentioned your name in a video, and you said that sent you into a panic mode and that you needed to back away from YouTube. The thing about that I also raised the red flag. You claim that you were backing away from drama. You claim that you were backing away from YouTube. You claim that you didn't want to have any parts of drama. But every time you looked up, you were at Officials D-Spot's channel, which I don't have a problem with him in anywhere that you go. But for you to be claiming that you're seeking peace, but yet in someone's chat that is beefing, and that's a part of the beef sector, like, it all added up. It was just a matter of time before all of you guys had to show your true colors and had to show your hand for you to be coming out and now trying to accuse me of something that I didn't do to you, when you have blame those things on other people. For you, okay, Vlogs, now when you went live the other day, I know that someone told you about me mentioning, like, you always called me, Vlogs, you were messy. The day that you called me to tell me about Bloveslife, you called me and you knew I was not at home. You didn't want me to record the conversation, but you wanted to put, you are a messy person, Blogs. and you're a hater, and you can't like Bloveslife because what you did and said about Bloveslife behind the scenes, who does that? What did Bloveslife ever do to you? And you saying you told me stuff that you were just testing me, girl. Why? I let you put your foot in your mouth over and over again. You contacted me. This is my story. You wanted to tell a story. You wanted to jump on a panel of surviving Tasty. I survived you and Nick. I seen through you, and thank God for that. You contacted me one day, and I was driving. Hey, Tasty, what you doing? Nothing, I'm driving. Girl, I just want to get this off my chest. I just want to tell you this. Why? Me. And you told me years ago that you worked at this restaurant. I can't remember the name of the restaurant. It probably was Red Lobster or something like that. I don't remember the name of the restaurant. And you told me that you were working at this restaurant. I think you were putting yourself through college. It was years ago, maybe over 10 years ago. And you were working at this restaurant as a waitress. You always conveniently have stories. Again, no proof. And you told me that you asked me, did B-Loves and Nate, how long they've been living in Ohio? And I said, I think just about a year or two. Do you think they have ties to Ohio? I was like, I don't know. Why? You said you worked at a restaurant in Ohio, and Bloveslife and Nate came in the restaurant. You said you were their waitress. You set them down. You gave them excellent service. They were happy. They ordered all kind of food just like she does now. That's what you said. You said they ordered so much food. You said the restaurant was remodeling the smoking section, and people could go outside to smoke, and they would actually leave without paying for their food. You said Bloveslife and Nate walked outside and said they were going to smoke, and they left, and they got in their car and they left, and they didn't pay for their food. That's what you told me. And you said one of your co-workers who remembers it contacted you recently because she watches Bloveslife, and she called you and she said, that's the lady that walked out on your ticket. And you said, I know. And you told me that you know without a shadow of a doubt that it was Nate and B-Loves. And you asked me, what did I think about it? And I told you I didn't think nothing about it. I say, this your story. You asked me, do you think it was them, Tasty? And I knew that something was wrong with you. When you called me to tell me that B-Love and Nate walked out on a ticket, but then turn around and ask me, do I think it was them? Like, who does that? Stop writing fiction vlogs. Get a grip. Who does that? You are attacking Bloveslife and starting rumors about her behind the scenes. You're contacting people behind the scenes that you know that have had issues with her in the past. Why? I guess you expected me to co-sign that lie? And I told you, I said, as far as I know, Bloveslife and Nate have always been well off. Maybe not to a millionaire status, but they've always had security. I said, why would B-Love and Nate not pay for food? Why would they leave? Why would they do that? And you said, I don't know, Tasty. I don't know, Tasty, but it was her. It was her. I know it was her. How could she have a twin and Nate have a twin? So you told me over and over again that you knew it was Bloveslife without a shadow of a doubt. I said, okay, that's your story. What's your point? What's your point? Because see, if that was me and you said you had to pay for the ticket, you had to pay, they took it out of your check or whatever. If that was me and I felt some kind of way about that, instead of contacting someone else and bad-mouthing that person behind the scenes, I would have contacted Bloveslife. And I would have told her that I had an experience with someone that I believed to be you. And you walked out on a ticket. And I was in college and it affected me in a negative way. I had to pay for that. See, when you go behind people's back and say stuff about a person that you believe to be true, but you can't prove it, and you can't approach them, why should people believe you? Why should anybody believe anything that you have to say, Vlogs, when you would sit up here and lie on Bloveslife and attack her behind the scenes? And you can't say that you didn't tell me this, because I have a witness to your conversation, and I also have a recording to your conversation, Vlogs. So in me surviving Vlogs and fiction Vlogs, because I recognized that you were a compulsive liar and I never believed anything you said, I had to start recording my phone calls with you. I had to. And when you went up on a panel after the fact of you going on a panel and attacking me and allowing people to lie on me when you actually knew the truth, I did tell you, I am going to expose all of you bitches. I did say that. I did. And I can and I will. You continue to lie on me. You continue to accuse me for things that I didn't do. You continue to say that I'm responsible for you being ill. You're using your sickness and your disease as a handicap to hurt someone else, when you've inserted yourself in this situation and you said it out of your own mouth. Tasty asked me to stop. Tasty asked me to stop doing this because, according to you, Vlogs, you couldn't handle it. And I told you, if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. No one is asking you for your help. No one is asking you for your assistance. I didn't push you away. I guess because I didn't believe your stories and I didn't act on the lies that you were telling me that made you leave, because you no longer had any purpose. You came here like the devil to kill, steal, and destroy. I seen through you. And you're saying that I'm bothering you and I'm harassing you, and I've never done that. I didn't threaten you. Me saying that I was going to expose you bitches was not a threat. If you keep lying on me and you keep going on panels and talking about me, how is it that you don't want me to address you? And when I address anybody, you know that I address people with facts. I don't need people to listen to what I'm saying without me providing evidence of what I'm saying. So, vlogs, I just want you to know, by your video that you did about me on part 1, all you've done is incriminate yourself. All you've done is prove yourself to be a liar. And by the way, I did contact Bloveslife, and I did let her know the things that you told me about her behind the scenes, and she and I both laughed about them. It was hilarious, it was funny, and you pretty much lied on that lady. Bloveslife said herself that she has never ever went to a restaurant and ordered food and walked out without paying for it. So not only are you creating a defamation of character against me, you're also creating a defamation of character against Bloveslife. So because for you to say something like that to anyone, and it's not a factual and actual story that you can prove, is defaming her character. I suggest you crawl back in the hole you came out of and stay there. I know that your pride will not allow you to come forward and apologize to me. You might apologize to Bloveslife because you're respect of persons, but you won't apologize to me for what you did to me. But vlogs, blogs, just like I turned everybody else over to God that did something to me, I turn you over to God. He will deal with you accordingly. You will reap what you sow. And that's the end of that story. I have not lied one single lie about the Chela Marie story. I have not never received any money from that fundraiser, and I didn't have anything to do with it. So you can put that in your pipe and you can smoke it. You and your lawyer and your private investigator are not good at the job that you do, because if that's your findings, then you and your lawyer are defaming my character. You really shouldn't be putting your lawyer in this at this point, and you really should just take accountability for the fact that you and Nick, according to you, hacked into Unspoken Purpose account, and you also hacked into Tosh Times account. Take responsibility and accountability for that, and stop bringing other people in this situation. I have multiple witnesses that have heard you say that you and Nick hacked into Tosh Times account. I have a witness who is Positive Mukbanger, who knows that you contacted me providing me with information about Unspoken Purpose, and I never used that information on this public platform. I've said I know who you are, but I never actually violated Unspoken Purpose and doxed her the way that she did me. You and Unspoken Purpose are working together. You are a dumb criminal who are getting caught up in your own lies. I suggest you stop talking. You talk. Too Strong for Most is so right about you, and I have her on recording saying that you talk too much, and you do. You can't stop talking. You can't stop lying. and you're not going to go away. You can't make me go away with lies. If you and anyone else, like I've said about the Chela situation, if those people committed a crime, why are you taking it out on YouTube that is not going to end up getting a solution to the situation? Why are you airing this out on YouTube, defaming someone's character with no proof and no evidence? If Tosh Time did something wrong and you have proof of it, why haven't you reported that to the authorities? Nobody can prove. I can't prove that Tosh Time didn't send that money to who she said she sent it to. I can't prove that. So why would I continue to talk about it? Why would I not forgive her for the things that she's done and said to me, and she forgives me for the things I did and said to her in response to what she was doing and saying to me? Why is it that we can't forgive each other and move on? Because any other thing outside of her beef with me has nothing to do with me. I can't bring charges up against her for accusations that I cannot prove. I cannot do that. Neither can you. If you have proof of a crime, go report it to the police. If you have proof that I've done something wrong, go report it to the police. Don't come on YouTube with your accusations and your allegations with no proof, because therefore you're defaming my character. But everything that I've spoke about you, everything that I spoke about you, even from the Bloveslife situation, I have proof and I have evidence. I have proof and I have evidence that you called me repeatedly, almost for 24 hours straight, back to back to back. I answered the phone sometimes and said, leave me alone, you trot mouth trick. Leave me alone, you trot mouth troll. Leave me alone, you hacker. You admitted that in your own video. Keep talking, keep flapping, keep proving Tasty Mukbang Eats out to be the person who is telling the truth. You don't have any receipts. We're still waiting on you to show us that Too Strong for Most contacted your sister, whether it was a fake account or not. We're still waiting. You make up so much lies. You are causing this confusion. You have instigated this mess. You doxed Unspoken Purpose. You hacked into Tosh Time's bank account along with Nick. Now to get to my other part of the story, you claim that YouTube, aka Google, according to your story, because you tell a lot of stories, according to your story, now if you and Nick are not a hacker, vlogs, blogs, then why would Google and YouTube contact you guys and ask you questions? Because this is what you told me, okay? You told me that you and Nick have been going on the back end of people's YouTube channels, and you're aka hacking into people's YouTube channels. That's what you told me. You told me you're doing an investigation and you're hacking into people's YouTube channels behind the scenes. You told me, Vlogs, that you hacked into Tosh Time's YouTube account. And you told me that one day Nick was getting ready to go to work. He's working from home now. So you told me that y'all got a phone call, and it was from YouTube or Google, They asked you questions about what you guys are doing behind the scenes. They asked Nick for his certification. And where did he learn how to hack from? And you said that they asked Nick, why is he doing this? And you said that they told you that they are doing their own investigation into this situation, and they told you and Nick to back off. Now, see, your lies are coming to fruition, because when you decide to come out and tell your story about me, I'm going to come out and I'm going to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. You also told me that Flexy and Truth Hurts had a hacker on their team. And you told me that Kelia is their hacker. And you told me that the man who contacted you from Google also must have contacted Kelia. And you said that that's why Kelia is no longer on Truth Hurts Them channel, because she's a hacker. Now, Vlogs, you're doing a very dangerous thing. All of this stuff that you are doing behind the scenes and saying about people behind the scenes, whether it's behind the scenes or in public, you're still defaming your people's characters. You cannot use your medical condition to get away with the stuff that you're doing. And if you in fact do have a medical condition that you claim you have, stop hacking. Stop being nosy. Stop digging into people's accounts. Stop inserting yourself where no one asked you. Nobody knew anything about you. You came out of the clear blue sky. Nobody knew anything about you. Nobody needed your help. Nobody asked you for anything. So you are free, again, like I said, to go back into the hole you crawled out of. If you choose to respond to this video, that's your choice. And you will leave me no choice but to prove everything I am saying with documentation. As for now, this is just my word, and my word is my bond. I don't say anything that I can't give receipts to. I don't do anything that I can't back up. I'm not scared, Vlogs, blogs, blogs and fiction. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of Nick. And I'm not scared of your private investigator. I'm not scared of you using your medical condition to try to threaten me. I'm not scared of you. So go away. Leave me alone. And if you are a real woman who loves and fears God, I think an apology is in order. But I know I will never get one, because you will never acknowledge that you are a liar. Pride comes before the fall. Vlogs, you are going to fall, and you are full of pride. You only care. The only reason why you went up on Unspoken's panel is because God had to let it happen that way. God had to let you do what you put in motion in order to prove to me that you were who he told me you was. He told me you was a liar and the truth wasn't in you. He told me you were a hater. He told me that you were a spy. He told me that you meant me no good but evil. And God allowed you to go on that panel 2 seconds after you said one thing, go on that panel and contradict what you had just said. because you care so much about what people think about you that you would lie on another individual just to make yourself look good, just to add fuel to the fire, just to give them something else to hold against me. That's an untrue statement. You even asked me before, Tasty, why is it that you can tell the truth, but people still will believe the lie? You asked me that, and you knew one day you were going to tell a lie to try to get the public to believe you. And all of these people that consider themselves to be so anointed and so godly, it amazes me that they do not have a discernment of spirit. I'm so wicked and I'm so evil, but I seen through you. But all of these other people that affiliate themselves with you, that are supposed to be Christians, supposed to be so holy, supposed to be so in touch with God, the Spirit of God that's within them do not allow them to see through you. And that lets me know that they are truly not in contact and in touch with God, because they're falling for the okie doke and they're being led astray. Vlogs, hopefully this is the end of my story about my experience with you. Hopefully you can go away and crawl into the hole that you came out of. Hopefully your pride won't rise up to try to debunk what I'm saying, because you know, listen to this recording, Vlogs, at least 4 times before you choose to respond, because you know that there is nothing in this recording that I have lied about. And in me saying that, the receipts that I have to back everything that I'm saying, they exist. They exist. They exist. And whenever and however I need to use my receipts to prove that I am not a liar, then I will do that. So you guys, this video is 1 hour and 30 minutes long. I am probably going to break this up into part 1 and part 2, because this is a lot for people to digest at one time. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, leave lots of comments down below. Don't forget to press the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Don't forget to hit always when you turn on the notification bell. Be sure to come back for another video. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for listening and watching. And I appreciate you guys that listen and watch but don't comment. I know that you're here supporting me. I thank you guys that are listening and watching behind the scenes, that don't comment but you DM me and let me know that you're listening and watching. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys so much. Know that this too shall pass. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No lie formed from the pits of hell will cause harm to me. I am not scared of the devil. I am not scared of a lie. I will fight all lies with truth. Point blank, period. End of story. Bye now. Thanks for watching. Now you know news. If you didn't know, now you know.